If I were starting to learn video editing from scratch today, I would definitely follow these simple yet powerful tips. They will help you master the art of editing in just 30 days. Arthur here, welcome to Movavi Vlog. Stick around till the end of this video to get a step-by-step guide that will turn you into a pro editor with your own unique style. The first step in mastering video editing is picking a simple, user-friendly platform. For beginners, something like Movavi Video Editor is a solid choice because it's not overloaded with complicated features that can leave you feeling lost in a sea of options. And trust me, this isn't just a sales pitch, it's science. The more tools you try to learn all at once, the more mental energy you burn. It's like trying to read a whole library in one sitting. Here's the key: avoid jumping from feature to feature like a pinball in a machine. When you do that, you don't master anything, you just end up with a chaotic mess of half-learned skills. Imagine trying to learn basketball by skipping the basics like dribbling and shooting and jumping straight into flashy three-pointers. Not only would that confuse you, but it's also wildly inefficient. Instead, focus on mastering the fundamental tools of your editor before diving into advanced features. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't start putting up walls before laying a solid foundation, right? Similarly, in video editing, you need to get comfortable with the essentials: cutting, trimming, and adding music before tackling effects, transitions, and the fancy stuff. It's all about building step by step. Define your editing niche. This is where things get fun. Whether you want to focus on social media videos, music clips, documentaries, or first-person sketches, narrowing it down to one type of content will make the learning curve so much easier. Even if you decide to branch out later, it's better to start with a clear focus. Here's how to nail it. Choose 3 to 5 creators in your niche who really inspire you. The ones whose style resonates with you. Study their editing techniques and draw inspiration for your own projects. Think of it as borrowing ingredients to whip up your unique style. For example, you could incorporate humor inspired by Cabby Lame, the genius who poked fun at necessary life hacks with his signature "bro, it's easy." Starting with inspiration is common for many creators, and over time you'll naturally develop a style that's distinctly yours. So now you've got your platform, chosen your niche, and discovered some signature moves to experiment with. By following these tips, you will make learning not just effective, but also fun and intuitive. And hey, speaking of intuitive tools, it's Black Friday. Movavi Unlimited has everything you need to supercharge your editing workflow. Get our latest apps and bundles at 80% off. Save 80% on Movavi Unlimited, our biggest bundle that includes all Movavi apps, an intuitive video editor with auto subtitles, a handy screen recorder, an ultra-fast file converter, and a photo editor to enhance your shots in a snap. Best of all, you also get access to over 6,000 creative effects and 1,500 music tracks that make it super easy to create eye-catching content. Sign up for an annual subscription at a huge 80% discount. Get new features and effects regularly so your videos get better and better. Renew your subscription at the same price as today. You don't have to go at it alone. The next step is finding a supportive, non-toxic community of video enthusiasts where you can share your work, trade tips, and get constructive feedback. This kind of environment will turbocharge your progress. Platforms like Reddit, Discord, or even specialized Facebook groups are great places to start. These communities are a goldmine for resources, hacks, and solutions that will help you learn faster and stay motivated. Consistency is key. Dedicate time to practice every day or at least every week. Start with just 30 minutes a day. Keep it manageable and fun by working on small projects that don't demand too much time but give you a sense of achievement. For instance, create a short social media video in one evening. Could be you dancing to a trending track or maybe a quick recipe. Don't stress about perfect lighting or angles. Just focus on capturing the steps like prep ingredients and presenting the final dish. Once you have your footage, hop into Movavi Video Editor and trim the unnecessary parts. Arrange your clips into logical sequence, add music that matches the vibe, and throw in some text overlays to explain steps or share extra details. Movavi even offers auto speech recognition to add text to the timeline for you. That's a massive time saver. And finally, export your video in a format optimized for social media and share it. Even if it's not flawless, viewers will appreciate the message and creativity. Focus on completing owning your project rather than chasing perfection. It's more important to put your work out there and gather feedback. By doing this, you will not only hone your editing skills, but also build confidence to tackle bigger and more polished projects down the line. Plus, there is something incredibly satisfying about hitting that publish button and seeing your work connect with people. Now let's talk about building your editing toolkit. This step is a game changer for efficiency and creativity. Start by organizing a library of go-to resources, tutorials, effects, transitions, and presets that you use frequently. Platforms like Movavi offer comprehensive tutorials tailored to their tools, so you will always know where to find help when you need it. Experiment with AI features that simplify your workflow. For instance, tools like Movavi's auto subtitles save you hours of manual work and produce constantly great results. By having your favorite tools, presets, and tutorials at your fingertips, you will spend less time searching and more time creating. Finally, let's talk about patience. Don't expect to land massive clients or create viral content in your first week. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Remember J.K. Rowling? She wrote the first Harry Potter book in 1990, but it didn't get published until 1997. Mastery takes time, but the payoff is always worth it. Stay focused on developing your skills. Every small project, every edit, every shared video is a step forward. And when the big opportunities come, and they will, you will be ready to shine. Just like athletes who start with local tournaments and eventually compete on the world stage, your practice and persistence will pave the way for complex, rewarding projects in the future. Stick with it, trust the process, and keep creating. The best is yet to come. Here's the game plan for mastering video editing from scratch. If I were to break down the process week by week, it will look something like this. Week 1, choose your editor. Pick a video editor that feels intuitive and beginner-friendly. Movavi Video Editor is a great option. Dive in and explore the basics: trimming, cutting, adding music, and arranging clips. These tools are your bread and butter, so get comfortable with them. Week 2, find your inspiration. Scout for creators whose work you admire and who fit the vibe you're aiming for. Study their style, analyze their techniques, and try to imitate their approach in your own projects. This is your sandbox phase. Experiment, learn, and adapt. Week 3, join a community. Find a space where you can share your work and get feedback. Reddit, Discord, or even Facebook groups. Constructive criticism and shared tips will speed up your learning curve and keep you motivated. Week 4, practice and execute. Dedicate time to honing your skills. Work on small, manageable projects you can complete in a few hours. Focus on finishing, not perfection. The goal is to build momentum and confidence. The key to success: just start. The hardest part of any journey is taking the first step. Once you're in motion, it's all about trusting the process. So make that move now. It's easier than you think. Download Movavi Video Editor for free right now. Link in the description. Check out our tutorials to get started. And if you've got something to share, drop your links in the comments. I'd love to see what you're creating. Plus, our amazing community is always here to give feedback and advice. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.